Hey, today I'm talking about 3 films by French filmmaker Quentin Dupieux. And the names of those 3 films are Deerskin, Mandibles, and Keep an Eye Out. Let's do is Deerskin. This is a 2019 film, and I want to be very particular with what I say about this movie because I strongly believe it's one of those movies to go into as blind as possible because they don't explain anything. Like, it's a slow process of being like, what's he doing? What's going on? Where is the story going? Which is exactly what the main character is going through. I guess I'll say that he doesn't necessarily know what's gonna happen, but like, it's so good. It's so great. Like, I don't even want to say genre or anything like that. Like, I'm going to recommend this to 2 of my friends, and when I recommend this to them, I'm going to tell them, watch Deerskin, you're going to love it. Don't look anything into it, just watch it. It's gonna be in French, and you're gonna love it. Now, I don't think this is a movie for everyone though, but like, there is a section of people who will crazy love it, which I am a part of. And honestly, even though it's not a movie for everyone, I would say if you're intrigued, definitely go for it. Now, even if the movie's not exactly for you, I think it's still worth a shot to try to watch it because you're not gonna guess what happens with this movie. Every step along the way is into the unknown, and that's just wonderful. I love that a lot. And I love this film a lot. It's so good. Next up is Mandibles. This is a 2021 film that's just great. The basic premise is, I'll describe it the way the director apparently pitched it, and that is, it's like E.T. meets Dumb and Dumber, which is such a perfect description. Because like, the main characters are so dumb, but they're full of heart, and like, they're just trying to get through life and enjoying their friendship. They're always coming up with schemes, and then maybe there's something weird that they stumble upon and try to deal with in a very fun way. This again is just a movie where you don't know where it's gonna go, where it's gonna lead. Because again, the characters don't know where it's gonna go or what's gonna happen next. There was one moment where something was introduced and I'm like, oh, I bet this is gonna happen to that thing. And then it did, but I honestly didn't mind that I was able to predict that one little thing because like, everything else is just so absurd and ridiculous and insane that it's just like, it's fine. It's fine. It's so good. I wasn't quite able to push this one into the really liked category. I don't really have any complaints. It just didn't perfectly strike that chord to push it into the really liked. It's still a quite liked, so it's basically a 4 out of 5, so I would still totally recommend it. Though I would recommend Deerskin more so, because I just love Deerskin so much. But this one still is a good film that's worth a watch. And lastly is Keep an Eye Out. This is a 2018 film, and the basic premise is just a police interrogation the entire time, but it's conducted by a really not bright cop and a person who starts off fairly normal, but honestly, as the film goes on, gets a bit more absurd. Now, I enjoyed this movie, but I definitely didn't get it. Like, it's interesting and strange and absurdist, and it 100% kept my attention the entire time. But I absolutely do not understand what it was about, what it was trying to say. Like, it might just be a parody of like cop drama stuff, which I can definitely see that. But that ending just is, I don't know what that ending means. Because it goes for the fences with that ending. It does one thing and then it does another. And I'm like, okay, that's something. So yeah, I still enjoyed this movie. I put it in the quite liked again, so it's again basically a 4 out of 5, actually. But nothing about it truly clicked with me, actually. So it's good. It's definitely good. And I would recommend it, but only if you're like me and you've watched a couple of Quentin's movies and have fallen in love with his strange and wonderful directorial style. Then I would say give this one a shot. I don't think this would be a good movie to get introduced to Quentin by. It's definitely good and worth a watch, but not number 1. Alrighty, now for today's rankings. First up, we got Deerskin sitting at number 30 in the really liked category. And then after that is Mandibles sitting at number 76 in the quite like section. And then bringing up the rear is Keep an Eye Out sitting at number 92, also in the quite like section. And this is out of a total of 156 old movies so far this year.